So, good afternoon. So, for the logistics that we had here, you can imagine how interoperability is very, very important. But perhaps it's better that we continue. And I would like to make almost overview of what's going on and of what we are in the moment when we can speak during this session about applications using national eID cards. We will speak a little about technology, but we will speak a lot about products and how we can use our ID cards. But let me only do a little overview. The first thing is our world is changing, and I suppose that none of us in this right moment disagree with me. Everything is much faster, everything is much more global, and we never spoke about communication so a lot than in the moment that we are living. And even our working place is changing. I brought you a drawing of a study that our colleagues from Engineer did in Canada, and they asked to the workers what will be the best way, the best environment for you to work. And as you can see, they see themselves, unfortunately Portugal, we don't have this sort, so with water, with trees, with mountains, but please don't forget the communication by satellite and being connected. And so this is what we feel in the moment that is the most important thing, to feel connected, and at the same time I don't want to be in a very crowded city working with lots of problems and lots of people. So we are in a moment of new paradigms, and the first paradigm that we have in our hands is about that net generation. Those of our sons, our grandsons that are born using and knowing how to use internet, mobile phones, and even using SMS without looking at to the keyboard. It's amazing how they do that. But we are too in the new paradigm that is called the prosumer. It means that in a moment when the citizen is more aware and more able and more at ease in using the technology, so in a moment they can and they want to personalize and use the services, the public services, in a way that they understand and they want to put in practice. But we can't forget the huge revolution that is going on, and it's called the social networking. It's something that comes from down. It's something that it's not top down, but it's something that definitely is changing the world. And so new powers are rising in this moment. And the first one is about collaboration. And it's very important that when we speak about Web 2.0, 3.0, I don't know what zero that we have now for the web, but the most important is collaboration is about us. It's about us using technology. It's about content. What do we have inside our information systems and how we want to express that information. But I want to emphasize the last phrase. Tim O'Reilly said that we are entering in a new world in which data may be more important than software. And I would like to stop a little only here, because I don't know if you are aware of a project that the United States government is now putting on practice, that it's called data.gov. And what they are doing is to collect all the important data for the citizen and put it in a way that the citizen can use it in, or can even put it together and create their own site and even understand what's going on with my information. And of course, because of that, we are speaking about trust, and we are speaking about transparency, but we are speaking about security. So, for all of that, where are we? We in the public administration. I suppose that it's something that for all of us is correct. We are in a moment of a deep, deep transformation. We have a new kind of services, we have new ways of using, we have a new lexico and a new technology that is called eID and interoperability, so we are speaking about a new culture and a new citizen-centric world. And that is the big challenge that we have, the biggest challenge that we have in public administration. What are the services that the citizen wants? How can I give those services to the citizen in the way that he wants? How can I interconnect my security eID card with the interoperability? How can I look to what's going on, but in a very holistic way? And finally, naturally, how our political members agree and understand what's going on in the world. But the last word for me is the most important. We have to create a new governance and a new culture that can put together all the other technological parts. And so I suppose that we are in the Zen moment, in the moment that we feel ourselves levitating. It's a moment when we speak about eID as the most important thing when we speak about security, and especially when we speak about interoperability. But in practice, what we are doing is something that we are giving the first steps. I only brought you some examples that even my colleague Zaida Shara will speak about. What we are doing in Portugal using the citizen card. Because the word is, why should I have a smart card with a chip if I don't use it for nothing? It's only because it's something that is a new trend, it is very fashion. So this is the question that we would like to answer to all. And in the opposite, you can say, what are you speaking about the citizen shops here? Citizen shops is a place where we have people giving service to other people. What does it mean about technology? It means all. When we are creating this sort of citizen-driven approach, what matters is to have the technology appropriated, but it doesn't matter the way how I'm giving it. I can give it in the internet, I can give it in the telephone, and I can give it in that very successful, by the way, very successful project in Portugal that is called the Citizen Shop. So, dear friends, but last but not least, this is the strategy that we are trying to implement not only in Portugal, but all over the world. Yesterday I was in a meeting in Europe, and all the 27 countries are saying, yes, what we have to do is create these citizen-driven services and create new ecosystems where electronic identity and interoperability can work together. So don't forget that what we are going to speak about is too about co-production. I never forget one fantastic person who gave that phrase in a conference, and she said, if you want to go fast, walk alone. If you want to go far, walk together. And this is what we are talking about. And so